Inshallah, we start with Surah Nisa, Aaya number 8. Aaya number 8. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وإذا حضر القسمة أولو القربى واليتامى والمساكين فارزقوهم منه وقولوا لهم قولا معروفا وليخشى الذين لو تركوا من خلفهم ذرية ضعافا خافوا عليهم فليتقوا الله وليقولوا قولا سديدا إن الذين يأكلون أموال اليتامى ظلما إنما يأكلون في بطونهم نارا وسيصلون سعيرا يوصيكم الله في أولادكم للذكر مثل حظ الأنثيين فإن كن نساء فوق اثنتين فلهن ثلثا ما ترك وإن كانت واحدة فلها النصف ولأبويه لكل واحد منهما السدس مما ترك إن كان له ولد فإن لم يكن له ولد وورثه أبواه فلأمه الثلث فإن كان له إخوة فلأمه السدس من بعد وصية يوصي بها أو دين آباؤكم وأبناؤكم لا تدرون أيهم أقرب لكم نفعا فريضة من الله إن الله كان عليما حكيما صدق الله العظيم. So last week we stopped at ayah number 8. Now, on ayah number 8, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about the distribution of the money that belongs to yatama. Yatama means orphans. Okay? So now, first look into the scenario and then try to understand this ayah. So let's say you are the kafil, guardian. You are the guardian of a yatim child, right? So let's say somebody in your family passed away, left behind wealth, property, right? And yatim children, right? Now you became the guardian, right? Now your job is to take care of the yatim child till he reaches the age of puberty, right? And when he reaches the age of puberty, still see whether this person is mentally matured enough or not to handle these expenses and the money matters. So Allah in the previous ayah said that when you feel that yes, this person, boy or girl, is now mentally mature enough to handle financial matters, right, on their own, so now you must not hold back the money that belongs to your team, because it was amana, trust. Now you must give it back to the owner, which is the yatim child. Okay. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving a scenario, dekho, that every in warasat or in inheritance, right? Let's say if there are 2-3 children, yatim children, that you are taking care of. If there is one girl and 2 boys, one girl, whatever the thing is, right? So each child will get the amount, right, the share that Allah already have stipulated for him or her in the Quran, right? So as a guardian, you will say, okay, your dad left so much money, you being the daughter, you will get this much. You being the son, you will get this much, right? Now, when you are distributing this, you cannot favor anybody. It should be distributed according to the laws of Shariah. But Allah is saying, when at a place, in a small village, let's say, where you are living in a small village, people come to know that, today you are going to give the ownership back to the children, right? So I think if some masakin, some poor people, they also come, maybe I will also get something. Or Allah says here, Yeah, even among Zawil Qurba, relatives. Zawil Qurba is relative. Relative, poor relative also come. Right? They have no share. Right? But they come just to witness. So Allah is saying, فَرْزُقُوهُمْ مِنْهُ. Right? فَرْزُقُوهُمْ مِنْ means that when you give the money to the child, you cannot give any money. But when you give money to the child, you say, beta, my advice is, your uncle, that distant auntie has come here, she is very poor. And she has come here with some expectation. So beta, I took care of you, now I'm giving your amanat back. Right? I would strongly suggest that if you can give a little bit to your auntie who's there.
You need to be request to the...
You cannot give.
Oh, okay.
Because that's not your money.
Okay.
Right? Similarly, Allah says, wal yatama, if there are other yatim children, right? So you say, beta, and then masakin, again advice. Now Allah is advising the children, farzuquhum min, that as a token of good akhlaq, you should give money to those masakin and the qurba that have assembled there. Right? You don't have to. Allah is saying, my advice is that you should give out of akhlaq. I say, ye to ho gaya. Now, brothers and sisters, we, al-ayadu billah, sometimes treat poor people very bad. Back home, we use harsh words. Right? Let's say if there's wedding at your home and masakin come, then I'll get food. So we say, bhuk mare aa gaye, nange bhuke aate hain, nahi bhag yahan se, muh utha ke chale aate hain. And if it is your relatives, so you get even more hard feelings. Allah is saying no. وَقُولُوا لَهُمْ قَوْلًا مَعْرُوفًا. At least, if you're not giving them anything, at least talk to them nicely. وَقُولُوا لَهُمْ قَوْلًا مَعْرُوفًا. Yeah. So if you don't, just say, thank you for coming, inshallah, next time or whatever. But do not, disrespect them. Do not insult them. Do not insult them. وَقُولُوا لَهُمْ قَوْلًا مَعْرُوفًا. Do not insult them. Let me repeat the old sabak one more time. Right? Tamanna bhai, last week, what was the sabak from the previous ayahs regarding yatama? Wait, dekhiye, 7-8 ayahs so far regarding yatama, regarding orphans. Right? What is the sabak? The sabak here is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not mention any details about Salah, Zakat, Hajj, Sawm, no details. Not even how many time you have to pray every day. Only وَأَقِيمُ الصَّلَاةَ وَآتُوا الزَّكَاةَ. أَقِيمُ الصَّلَاةَ لِدُلُوكِ الشَّمْسِ إِلَىٰ غَسَقِ اللَّيْلِ وَقُرْآنِ. There is no clear mention about 5 times Salah in Quran. If somebody asks you to prove that there are 5 Salah every day through Quran, right? So it will become hard for you to prove, because there is no clear ayahs regarding 5 Salah in Quran. Just like you cannot prove through Quran that 2.5% of your wealth should go in zakat. There is no mention, not a single person mentioned. Similarly, regarding Hajj, right? Upon whom Hajj is for, upon whom Hajj is not for, Quran is silent. No details. Similarly, regarding fasting, a little bit detail Allah gave regarding Sahri, Suhoor, that's it. On these Arakin, 4 Arkan, Salat, Zakat, Hajj, Sawm, think about it. Quran is silent. Allah said that learn this from my Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. وَمَا أَتَاكُمُ الرَّسُولُ فَخُذُوا وَمَا نَهَاكُمْ عَنْهُ فَانْتَهُوا. Learn all of these things from my Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Whatever he tells you, just sami'na wa ata'na. Listen and obey. So all of these things are proven from Sunnah. Right? Salah 5 times and what to pray, what not to pray. Sana, Surah Fatiha, Ruku, Sajda. All of those things are from where? From Sunnah. Not from Quran. Okay? 2.5% zakat from Sunnah. Hajj, Sunnah. But there is no detail about all of these in Quran. But on these matters, yatama, masakin, how you should talk, how you should speak, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not only pages after pages, is surahs after surahs. Allah is, dekhiye, Surah Nisa, Allah is talking about yatama, how you should deal with yatim children. And look at how minute details Allah is giving. Okay, at the time of distribution, if poor people come, you should give them all, and please talk to them in a nice way. What does this prove? If this is Quran, then what does this prove? This proves that most important thing in our deen is akhlaq. Right? Like Rasulullah said, there will be nothing heavier in the scale on the day of judgment than husnul khuluq, beautiful akhlaq. Right? Beautiful akhlaq. Quran is teaching us have good akhlaq, have good akhlaq, have good akhlaq. Right? Salah, zakat, hajj, saum, important fard. Right? But nothing is more fard upon us than again good akhlaq. Salah is fard, but husn akhlaq is fard before salah. Okay. I give you an example, everyday example. You come to the masjid, right? And let's say you did not put shoes on the back. Somebody came, right? Stepped over it, and his ankle is twisted because your shoe is big, a sneaker. All these children have big sneakers, right? Your ankle is twisted, but here you are saying, Alhamdulillah, Allah. Bad akhlaq, right? So you are praying. This is why Rasulullah said, "Imatatul adha anit tariq." If you remove one harmful object from the path, Allah will give you Jannah. Right? So this ayah, brothers and sisters, ayah number 8, Surah Nisa. Think about how minute this thing is. The people have assembled. Allah is saying, give them and talk to them nicely. وَقُولُوا لَهُمْ قَوْلًا مَعْرُوفًا. Right? This is akhlaq. Okay? Second, وَلْيَخْشَ الَّذِينَ لَوْ تَرَكُوا مِنْ خَلْفِهِمْ ذُرِّيَّةً ضِعَافًا خَافُوا عَلَيْهِمْ فَلْيَتَّقُوا اللَّهَ وَلْيَقُولُوا قَوْلًا سَدِيدًا. Our Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam was sent in this world at a time when women had no rights, when yatim children have no rights, where weak people were crushed. Right? Might was right. Right? But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taught Sahaba that, and our Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught that taking care of the weak people, right? That is more important than anything. Right? And here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving us a scenario. Another scenario. Allah is saying, imagine you died. Allah is saying, I'll translate this ayah, but first look at the meaning of it. Suppose you died and you left behind dhurriyatan di'afan. You left behind children, your own children, right? Who are weak, who are small, young. Now as you are dying, you are thinking that who is going to look after my children? Of course, there is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But you're thinking about your own family members. Is there anybody among my uncles, aunts, cousins who is kind enough to take care of my children? Or is it that the father died? Now children have no one that they can turn to. So let's say, imagine those children who have lost their father. Now, what would be the condition of the father who left his children? In the same way, right? Think that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had given you this opportunity to take care of yatim children. Right? Consider those children to be your own children, like in Yemen right now. 3.5 million children are yatim. 3.5 million children are yatim. 35 lakh. Children are yatim. So now it's a big number. The UN said that the biggest catastrophe in the world right now is in Yemen. And there is no help from international community. Now who is going to take care of these 3.5 million yatim children? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, consider those children your own children. That's the meaning of this ayah. Imagine if you were dying, how much you would be thinking about your own children. But you are alive, there are children who are yatim. Consider them your children. And brothers and sisters, what we can do is just every month sponsor 1, 2, 10, 15 children. Just give an organization $100, $200 a month. Just now I got this flyer. A brother came. I do not know who this is. Is'ar, right? And now they are showing how much they are doing in Yemen, right? How much they are doing in Yemen. And they say I think $100. $100 you can sponsor a yatim child for the whole year. $100. Yeah, Yemen sasta. So why not we sponsor? चले एक ही महीना सही है, 2 महीना, 3, 3, 4, 5 months, but we should do it. For the whole year. Imagine if you will die and your children will be looking for support. Right? So Allah, in this ayah number 9, Allah is saying the same thing. So look into the ayah. وَلْيَخْشَ الَّذِينَ. Those people should fear. لَوْ تَرَكُوا. If they were dying. And they are leaving behind, min khalfihim, behind them, ذُرِّيَّةً. Their children. ضِعَافًا. Young. Weak. خَافُوا عَلَيْهِمْ. Right? So the dad is dying and he will be fearing upon them. Right? فَلْيَتَّقُوا اللَّهِ. Right? So fear Allah. You are alive, you are not dead. But those children have lost their dad. So Allah says, فَلْيَتَّقُوا اللَّهِ. Right? The money that Allah has given to you, if you can remember this one small ayah regarding money. Allah said, وَفِي أَمْوَالِهِمْ حَقٌّ مَعْلُومٌ لِلسَّائِلِ وَالْمَحْرُومِ. Allah thinks the money that you earn, the whole amount is not yours. It's not yours. You don't say, I earned $10,000 this month, all mine. Allah said wrong. وَفِي أَمْوَالِهِمْ حَقٌّ. In your salary, in your monthly income, حق ये नहीं है, it's not a charity. حق معلوم. That's right. This is the right of mahroom, lisa'il wal mahroom. Those people who are asking for help and those who are deprived in different ways. Right? Allah thinks, so they have the haqq, so you are not just giving charity. It is the haqq of those people. Right? Problem is that when we give, we say, chalo humne de diya, bahut bada kaam kiya. No, it's not bada kaam kiya aapne.
It's not a favor.
It's not a favor. Haqqum ma'loom. There is a haqq that belongs to these people. Okay? So here Allah is saying, فَلْيَتَّقُوا Fear Allah. Again dekhiye, وَقُولُوا قَوْلًا سَدِيدًا. And when you say something, say, Sadeed means pakki baat.
Stick by it.
Yeah. Say that which is right and firm. Meaning when you say, I will take care of these 10 yatama, I will take care of these yatama. Mean it. Ye nahi ke okay, yes brother, write my name, I'll take care of 10 yatama, and now after that organization is sending you message after message after message, you are ignoring. No. وَلْيَقُولُوا قَوْلًا سَدِيدًا. When you have said something, stick to it. After, when you pledge, just say yes. قَوْلًا سَدِيدًا. So, ऐसा हुआ कि I went to India and I went to a village, my mother's village. It's called Bansa. And as I was coming out from the village driving, I saw one of my cousins. He opened a restaurant next to the main road there. He saw me, he waved, I waved. So I stopped. I went to his restaurant. We ate something. He said, Tariq, do you have a few minutes? I said, क्या बात है? I'd like to show you something. मैं क्या? A regular guy. His name is Kaneem Khidwai. He said, yeah. I said, I'd like to show you something. क्या? Can you please come with me? 2 minutes of drive in that village. He took me into a garden of mangoes. Mango kebab. And there, mashallah, there was a big building. In that kind of a jungle, there was a building. Concrete building. Right? I found out that this is an orphanage. And that orphanage was made back in 1930s by some big guy, rich guy. And after Pakistan was made and all that happened, now there was nobody looking after it. So he said that Tariq, I have been taking care of this for 10-12 years. So he said, if you have time, please come inside. The time was between Asr and Maghrib. Right? So the sun was nearly setting. I went inside the orphanage. Right? And I saw small girls, 10, 12, 15, 16 years old. Boys, same age. Right? Coming inside, and I saw that there is one nanny, right, who was cooking food for them. And there was simple rooms, only electricity. Right? And they were looking at me and I was looking at me. I was so much taken back. I said, look, they are going in there, in their rooms. Right? There was no traces of happiness on them. And I saw them. They were going there and the nanny was making chapati or whatever, roti. So I asked Kaleem that, what is the nizam? He said, whatever Allah gives me, I'm running it. He said, how many children? I think 40, 45. All yatim children. He said, Tariq, when these girls become big, I arrange their marriages. And I have done marriages of at least 8-9 girls. Alhamdulillah. They are happy in their married life. Right? And I provide full security to these girls, yatim girls, and of course boys, and all that. And I try to give them the best that I can offer in terms of education and all that. I hugged him. I said, what you are doing is So great. Not 45 yatim children. But al-ayadu billah, may Allah protect our children, but to be a yatim, it's a big challenge for these yatim children. There's nothing like dad, there's nothing like mom. Right? So when I read these ayahs, I often think about those children. The sun was setting, and I was thinking that they have nobody to go to. At night they will just go and sleep on their own. Right? No, just our nannies will just give them food, go home, and these children will be alone in that village, in that bar. I was thinking, so imagine somebody will adopt them, somebody will bring a child home, somebody will treat them like their own child. So definitely Rasulullah said that I and that person will be together like my two fingers are in paradise. One yatim child. If you cannot, the Sahaba used to bring yatim children at home. They don't used to just provide money. Sahaba used to bring the yatim child at home, apne saath khilate the, in the same plate, so that the children don't feel deprived. So that's what Sahaba are, radiyallahu anhu. So here Allah said, وَقُولُوا لَهُمْ قَوْلًا سَدِيدًا. When you talk about yatim children, talk firmly that yes, I will take care of them, and that is sadid. So on the other hand, if there are some unfortunate people who, instead of helping yatim children, they eat the money that belongs to yatim children. Instead of helping children, they are eating up. Stealing money.
Yeah.
So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala regarding them said, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ يَأْكُلُونَ أَمْوَالَ الْيَتَامَى ظُلْمًا. Those people who are eating the money that belongs to yatim children. Right? إِنَّمَا يَأْكُلُونَ فِي بُطُونِهِمْ نَارًا. The fact is that they are not eating the money, they are eating they're providing inside the stomach fire of Jahannam. وَسَيَصْلَوْنَ سَعِيرًا. And in near future, such people are going to actually enter into Sa'ir. Sa'ir means hellfire. So this ayat ko phir se dekhiye. إِنَّ الَّذِينَ, no doubt those people, يَأْكُلُونَ, who are eating أَمْوَالِ الْيَتَامَى. Mal, and the plural is amwal, the money that belongs to yatama. Allah is saying zulman, and they are doing this out of zulm. Allah, innama, verily, ya'kuluna, these people are eating, fi butunihim nara, the fire of Jahannam. Allah is saying wasayaslawna sa'ira, and in near future they are going to enter into sa'ir. Sa'ir means Jahannam. The ironic part is that when we talk about these issues, our brain first goes to Red Cross. These are the organizations that are doing a lot. No. You and I should have been the leaders of when it comes to providing help to yatim children. So ye to ho gaya sir. Now, my dear brothers and sisters, one more ayah. Brothers and sisters, the next topic is regarding women rights. ठीक है ना? Equality among men and women. ठीक है ना? अभी की बात है, in India, lately the Supreme Court of India gave a statement. The statement was that the Islamic law is unjust towards women, because Islamic law does not treat women equally. Supreme Court of India. So now the Supreme Court decided to step in and would force Indian Muslims, that they should give equal money, equal share in warasat, in inheritance to women. Because they say that no, Quran is unjust towards women. The ironic part is, look, who is saying this? Who have no rights, who are not given any rights to women whatsoever. In their religion, there is no rights to women whatsoever.
Really?
Yeah, no rights to women whatsoever. Anyhow, whatever. So now, so look here, and this ayah is one of those ayahs that they quote, right? One of the ayahs that they quote. So Muslims should understand, and this is why when people become murtad or they leave Islam, because they think that what they are hearing from media or from such ignorant statement is right. And if you don't have knowledge, you will start doubting that maybe Islam has not given equal right to women. Right? And the Supreme Court and others, they have quoted this ayah, this particular ayah. So please try to understand this. So देखिए साहब, yusikumullahu fi awladikum. Allah is saying, Allah is instructing you how the wealth of warasa should be distributed, right? Among your children. How the law of inheritance should be followed when it comes to your children. So now here's the thing. First principle regarding daughter and son. I think the golden rule is what? لِلذَّكَرِ mithlu hazzil unthayain. Male figure will get what two females will get. Okay? Male, zakar means male, right? Unthayain means two females. So Allah is saying the rule is that male will get what two females will get. Now, if you don't understand what Allah means here is, you will think what the Supreme Court of India said, that it is right. Okay? So here you see that what Allah said is 100% right. We just need to understand it. Right? So number one thing is that, let's say a father passed away and left behind $300,000. Right? So now you will distribute, let's say $400,000, make it easy. Right? So 100,000 will go to one daughter, 100,000 will go to another daughter, but to the son, $200,000. Right? Now if you don't understand, you'll say, "Bhai, ye dua sahi nahi. This is wrong." But Allah is saying, no, it is completely right. Right? Why is it right? Right? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us in another place. And that is, وَأَنْفَقُوا الرِّجَالُ قَوَّامُونَ عَلَى النِّسَاءِ بِمَا فَضَّلَ اللَّهُ بَعْضَهُمْ عَلَى بَعْضٍ وَمِمَّا أَنْفَقُوا مِنْ أَمْوَالِهِمْ. Allah is saying the reason is, number one, there is no financial responsibility upon females. देखिए मैं आपको सारे दिखा देते हैं. This daughter, she got married. Shababi, your daughter got married. You have 3 daughters, right? When they got married, right? When you will leave the world, one day you will leave. So you left behind, mashallah, millions of dollars worth of property. So now your daughter will get half of what your son would get if you're a son. Right? Why? Because she got married. Now she went to a family. Right? Now she has a claim in the property of wealth of her husband. While your son brought his wife to his family, and now he is sharing everything with his wife. Now imagine if Allah would have said no 50 same share to the daughter, it would have been a zulm upon the son. Amen. Now
your daughter got married, Shahad Bhai's daughter, for example, got married. She's living with her husband. Now she has her share stipulated by Sharia in the wealth of her husband. Although, let's say she had not earned it, it's her husband's money. But as a wife, she has the right. And here your son has brought a woman as his wife. Now he is sharing everything. So where is a zulm here? Injustice, number one. Number two is that the son got money, right? Double. To pay the bills, that's his responsibility. To pay the bill is not the responsibility of the girl. She can keep the money to herself. Islamically, she doesn't have to take care of financial responsibilities. Bhaijan karenge. Bhaijan aap dekh. And the brother has to pay before marriage. And after marriage, husband pays.
What about her parents? Does she have any obligation to married girl give any money to her parents?
No.
Whereas son has.
Son has. But son has to look after her, after his parents. She got married after that. Now she has her own family now. Husband and in-laws and all that. And here your son has to take care of his wife plus his parents. So when you look at the distribution of responsibilities according to Quran and Hadith, you'll find out that the responsibilities are on the male figure. Responsibilities are not on the female figure. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in another place in Nisa, Allah said the same thing. There is no even now in US also, husband is expected to pay the bills. If women want to work, fine work. They want to work, fine. But still, husband is obligated to. But in Sharia, 100% financial responsibility are upon men. So when you look at the Sharia from the point of view of Quran. If this is the reason, so it is a just distribution. The problem with the Supreme Court is that they don't want to understand. They should have consulted a scholar, Deoband Sahab, in Darlum, can you please come and we are the judges of High Court, Supreme Court. We'd like to know why is this disbalance, right, in Quran. So any good alim, a knowledgeable alim could have explained it to them. So finish. But when you don't want to understand, there's a problem. चैलेंज होता है लेकिन कभी सुनते नहीं.
If the wife brings say 100,000, and does the husband get any? Like you said that the wife brings 100,000. So now, does any part of it belong to the husband?
ये आप क्यों पूछ रहे हैं? नहीं, it's a good question actually. Yeah, लिखा हुआ है. No, she didn't have to share anything with husband.
The husband has. This is important.
The husband has to share. Husband has to share because the brother got married and his wife is his responsibility. When she got married, she is the responsibility of her husband. So there's this equal distribution. So here Allah is saying, لِلذَّكَرِ مِثْلُ حَظِّ الْأُنثَيَيْنِ. So without understanding this, if you just read the translation, you'll say, oh, the Supreme Court was right. Islamic Sharia is biased towards male. अच्छा इसमें एक चीज़ और सुन लीजिए. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Quran said, وَلَهُنَّ مِثْلُ الَّذِي عَلَيْهِنَّ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ. Surah Baqarah, I think ayah number पता नहीं क्या है. देखिएगा इसको. Very important. Allah is saying, not you and me. Allah is saying, men and women, when it comes to rights, both are equal. अब बताइए. When it comes to rights, وَلَهُنَّ مِثْلُ الَّذِي عَلَيْهِنَّ bil ma'ruf. Allah said, men and women when it comes to rights are important. I challenge you, brothers and sisters, see where in any religious book, in any religious book, just give me one such ayah, one such verse, in any holy scripture, any religion. I'm telling you beforehand, there is no such ayah like this. وَلَهُنَّ مِثْلُ الَّذِي عَلَيْهِنَّ. How can it be more explicit and clear than this ayah when it comes to rights of women? Again, people who are biased against Islam, you cannot help it. But this is why وَلَهُنَّ مِثْلُ عَلَيْهِنَّ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ. And also this ayah, this one, لِلذَّكَرِ مِثْلُ حَظِّ الْأُنثَيَيْنِ, that for male, there is what two females will get. So this is something that we must understand the logic behind it. It's a long ayah regarding warasat. Inshallah, we'll do it next week. Subhanallah, alhamdulillah, subhanallah, alhamdulillah. نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. اللهم أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه. اللهم أرنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه. ربنا فاغفر لنا ذنوبنا وقنا عذاب النار. رب زدني علما. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our sitting here. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us the nur and the understanding of Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the ilm of Quran and Hadith. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us kamil yaqeen upon Quran and Hadith. Ya Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us life upon Iman and give us death upon Iman. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun ala al-mursalin. Alhamdulillah.